when you see two dancers that were for 20 years in the company of first sight, you say, wow, like, what's happening? Like, is this a dream or what?
The first day you think, wow, like I'm working with Felix Landerer, for example, and once you get in the studio, it's like the humble person in the world, you know, he's the most humble person in the world. He's really with us, he's really connected with us.
Well, it's not the first time that I work with students, but I have to say that it was a very easy approach to them. It was very easy to connect for me, which is like one of the most important aspects in a creative process, that you find a common base to work with. It's nice to see, and also nice to see how they adapt to new challenges and how they understand certain things, even though sometimes it's a bit slower, but they keep digging. That's really nice to observe.
It's really a pleasure for me to work with young dancers, and I think because it reminds me why I do what I do. You know, this sort of, they are at the beginning of their career, so they still have this sort of wonderful openness to the art form that is not jaded by time or investment or all of the things that come with having a career. And what I so much love is to be confronted with that in the process, and it reminds me and it feeds me that same energy.
Most of the time, they make the first step, you know, they know how to make you feel comfortable. This is really nice, and it's a thing that actually I've seen for the first time here. Also, Kilian was really a special person, because you don't expect from such a big name to be kind of in the same level, but it doesn't come from you, but it comes from him, that he wants to be on the same level as you in order to share like the information more directly.
This is one of the things that I didn't know it was going to happen before I came to Codarts. And then once I was here and they were saying, okay, so it's gonna come Marina Mascarell, that she's a Spanish choreographer, really famous. And I was like, how is that possible?
If we admire too much, if we are too afraid, what we will offer, it won't be fully us. So the work, it won't represent neither that person, neither ourselves, I think. So there has to be a bit of a balance, always humble, but trusting the situation and taking a risk.
I was in very different companies and I did very different things, and the whole of this amalgamation of styles or of choreographies or experiences makes what I think about dancing. So I make my own decision about what I think is important for a dancer, and that's what I want to transmit it to them. But I cannot tell you one thing. It's just a lot of stuff you go through in life, I guess. And you know, it's like a mother. What are you going to teach your child? Everything, you know. You can't say one thing. It's going to make your child like perfect or successful in life.
And we go.
We are all here and for the same reason, because we all love dance, and just because you had a bigger career doesn't mean that you love dance more than me, you know? So this is nice because we kind of come in the end all together in the same level.